Welcome back to the show. On some sports news now, India's Sushil Kumar has won gold at World Wrestling Championships. Sushil beat Russia's Georgy Valan at the final to win the World Championships. Sushil, of course, came into the limelight when he won bronze for India at the 2008 Beijing Olympics. Now, speaking of the games, most of the venues for the Commonwealth Games have missed several deadlines. But they now have all been formally handed over to the organizing committee and are almost complete. Now, despite all the criticism, one has to admit that they are looking quite nice. In fact, Chairman Suresh Kalmadi is confident that most of the venues would be ready to host an event in just an hour's notice.
It was pouring in the capital, but the media didn't want to miss this great opportunity to get a sneak peek of some of the venues for the Commonwealth Games. Our first stop was the Talkatora Stadium, the venue for boxing.
Everybody is in place, so there is nothing pending except it is heavy raining. But leak the hani dekh lo hai.
Yes, Mr. Bhanot, it's not leaking right now. Hopefully it stays that way. The stadium has of course been completed for a long time now and has even hosted 2 events. Next stop, the SP Mukherjee Swimming Complex. The 10-lane Olympic-sized pool looks quite nice, but some technical flaws caught our attention. The diving tower's staircase is unusually narrow, just about 2 feet wide, which forced the engineers to put up a board like this. And there's more. Here's another flaw we found at the SP Mukherjee Swimming Complex. I'm standing into the area which leads to the diving boards for the athletes, but the height of this area is only 6 feet. As you can see, I can touch the ceiling very easily here. Now, swimmers are tall athletes, and chances are once they are here, once they're standing straight, very easily they're going to hurt their heads.
If you ask me which is the best stadium, I can't tell you. Because one is better than the other.
Sorry, Mr. Kalmadi, that may not apply to the swimming complex just yet, but the Tyagraj Stadium is truly world-class. The venue which will host the netball events is also India's first eco-friendly complex. And that brought us to our last stop of the day, the Siri Fort Sports Complex. Movable side walls at the squash court convert the court from a doubles to a singles court. The badminton court has hosted a test event as well, but the rest of the infrastructure will be truly tested only once the athletes start arriving later this month. In New Delhi, Suprita Das for NDTV.
Now, on to some tennis action. The Davis Cup is around the corner, and after having a brilliant run at the US Open Flushing Meadows, Rohan Bopanna stepped off the Indo-Pak Express for a bit to focus on the Davis Cup in Chennai. And Bopanna will now have to step into his singles shoes and out of his doubles pair. But his ultimate aim, as he says, is to bring India back into the world group by winning both his matches at the Davis Cup.
I mean, we just, two individuals trying to help each other and do well in our respective careers. So, we're just trying to, since we are both brand ambassadors for Peace and Sport organization, which is run by Prince Albert II of Monaco, we're just trying to promote peace through sports, nothing really else looking beyond that. Of course, I mean, first of all, come get used to the heat here, but do have a lot of sessions once you all let me go free. And then after that, get, as playing with Somdev here, get used to playing these next few days, a lot of singles, and be ready for Friday.
Now, another tennis star that's got all the ladies wound up and ready for the Davis Cup is Somdev Varman. The tennis ace opened up to Ndtv-Hindu about his liking for South Indian food and how much it is fun to be playing back on the home ground, Chennai.
The popular young man right here in Chennai in the month of September is definitely Somdev Varman. And so, Somdev, tell me, you are always the crowd puller here, especially with the young ladies. So what do you have to say about that?
That's very kind of you. But, it's just fun for me to play at home. This is one of the places, that's very special to me. I grew up here, and so it's really nice for me to come back and have a crowd cheering for me every time I play, and so I'm really looking forward to coming out and playing on Friday.
Will you be very stringent on your sort of food intake, or will you be indulging in the dosas and idlis, etc., especially the South Indian food?
Yeah, I really miss it. You don't get the same kind of flavor when you travel abroad. So, but I mean, I've had a little bit of it earlier this week, and I mean, I'll have some, but I'm not going to go all out, but I'm still going to enjoy the Indian food.
Do you think playing midday timing at 12 noon, do you think it's going to still be a crowd puller here?
Yeah, I'd like to think so. I think this tie holds a lot of importance for India, and for both teams actually, because to get in the World Group of Davis Cup is something that's very prestigious for any country, and you know, both of us have an opportunity to do that. And playing in Chennai, and that's you know, it's a city that's that really appreciates good tennis. So I really think that we're going to have a good crowd here.
Now with that, it's a wrap on this show, but let me remind you that Ndtv-Hindu has gone on the net, and you can catch us all the news and the updates on ndtv-hindu.com. So that's one area that you can watch out for all the news and updates. And thank you so much for watching this bulletin.